Your head is chopped off.
Welcome to this video on Hannah Witton's channel. I sort of look a little bit podge. I've put on weight this month. I've made so many cakes.
I've put on weight this year.
Hey.
I had a bit of trouble being like, what video should I make? So I was like, let's talk about adulting and let's help people. Do you know what? I help people too much.
You've offered too much advice.
And do you know what? Sometimes I just want to have fun and relax because I'm feeling weirdly disenfranchised with YouTube right now, like making videos and stuff. So we're just going to have a good time.
So Hannah's come to my house, the house of someone who literally gives zero shits. Someone whose entire channel is based on literally being a human mess.
It's really refreshing. So we literally just baked a cake and we filmed that for Dan's channel, so watch that. But watch this first, because what we're going to be doing is sorting YouTubers into their Game of Thrones Westerosi houses.
Context, season 7 has just finished.
Yeah.
And Hannah and I are both a little bit equally obsessed. Like,
Yes.
while the cake was baking, we've just spent about half an hour
watching like theory videos, watching
a strategic video about how Robert's rebellion was actually played out.
all of the battles and stuff, like...
Obsessed.
Should say at this point, spoilers. And we've also asked people on Twitter to send us in names of YouTubers, and we're going to discuss what Westerosi houses that we think that they would be in. Here's the thing though, right?
Go on.
There are like different traits to houses.
Yeah.
But in Game of Thrones, you're born into the house. It's not like Harry Potter where like they look at your abilities and you choose a house, but there are still like qualities associated with the houses. Let's start with ourselves first. We've already discussed this.
So I am a Stark. That's how Stark I am. I'm very much an actual human Stark.
Yes.
Because I put a lot of stock in doing things the right way, even if it's not the like easiest, or like even if you get in like maybe in trouble for doing it, being honest and honourable and open.
Okay, so you're a Stark.
I believe I'm a Stark. Specifically though, I have always had this joke that I am Jon Snow because I was born out of wedlock in Warrington.
You're
I am literally a bastard from the north.
But
however,
obviously
we just
know
found out
that John is a
True
legitimate
born from the south.
southerner. Okay, so I always thought I was a Stark because I associate like so much of my identity with being northern.
Yeah, you're very northern.
But
so to the point where somewhere in the city, I had a joke where I said I was going to do it. I felt left out, so I said I'm going to do a book signing, and if anyone brought me any book, I would sign it. Someone brought Clash of Kings, and you had signed it first, and it said Winter is Coming, and I was like, Hannah's not a Stark, because to me it's patently obvious.
Oh, Stephen Bridges is calling me. Bye. Not keeping that in, don't want people knowing where I live.
I think you are quite patently and obviously a Tyrell.
And since you said this, I'm like,
And let's discuss why.
Feminine power.
The I am woman, hear me roar.
Yes.
Except
although
not,
hear
that's
me
a bit
roar is
Lannister-y.
the Lannister.
No.
Phrase.
I am woman, hear me be woman.
Hold on, what is the Tyrell thingamabobby? No,
I've got a lovely bunch of roses.
Growing strong.
Is that there? That's a shit word. That sounds less like the words of a house and more like a sort of like a business tagline for a small business that literally grows carrots.
But also like, I don't know if you've met me, but I'm really small.
I think you are someone who like is okay with the idea that people might underestimate you because you know you'll outdo them.
But that's the thing, like about the Tyrells, and especially the Tyrells that we've seen on the TV show, is
the female Tyrells.
The female Tyrells, is that very loyal to their family, but they're very they'll put on a show. Yeah. They will lie, unlike the Starks, in order to get what they want, and you know they're just like a rose. Super pretty, but be careful of them thorns.
They're an excellent judge of character as well.
I think maybe I'm more of a male Tyrell.
You're more of a mace. Ironically.
I'm more of a mace. Oh,
a mace Tyrell.
He's a bit...
Bless him. Oh, you want me to be Master of Coin? Thank you very much. Lovely. Do you agree with my being a Stark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that. Innocent little pup. Let's do Melanie Murphy.
Well, she's from across the narrow sea. So she's an Essos.
But if I'm not
Melanie's
a
Stark,
Melanie's no. But if I'm not a Stark based on geography, then Melanie can't
No, but I'm still going with across the narrow sea. She's from maybe she's from Karth. She's very exotic. Well, she's not actually. I think that's it. I think she's Dothraki.
You think she's Dothraki?
I can see her on the back of a horse.
Raping and pillaging. What's Riyadh then? Is he Dothraki as well?
Yeah, they're all, any Irish is Dothraki.
Okay, any Irish YouTubers Dothraki.
With the exception of Hazel.
What about the Americans then?
Oh, the Americans not in it. Hazel is a Lannister. Very
specifically
much.
Cersei?
Do you think she's specifically Cersei? I don't know.
She's the only female Lannister that we know though, except for Marcella.
We also know Joanna exists.
Yeah, Tywin's wife, but we don't really know much about her.
I think she is a Lannister in terms of extremely cunning. Mm-hmm. Like Hazel knows.
And then the other one that we were talking about earlier, Jack. And we've decided he's a Baratheon.
Jack's a Baratheon.
Yeah.
Because he's very sort of brash, very Warhammer.
Ours is the fury!
Yeah, but thinks more of the fury than of
ours.
The logic. Whereas Hazel will think more of the logic, and that's why...
Oh my god, are they then Cersei and Robert? That didn't end well. Ooh, okay. Hank and John. I reckon they are...
They're maesters in the Citadel.
No.
They've eschewed houses.
No, so I reckon that they are together as one, John Arryn. Because he was like
he was a very
really
calming
good
influence.
guy. He raised Robert and Ned, basically. Dodie. Okay.
Dodie's dead in season 1. She won't make it through.
This is literally what we were saying before. We were like, we couldn't place Dodie. And then we were like, it's because she died.
She's not cut out for the Game of Thrones. You either win or you die. She can barely get on the board.
Okay, what about Lucy? Lucy Moon.
I think Lucy's a Lady Tyrell.
No.
Do you not think?
She's not. Lucy hates confrontation. She is very like the peacemaker. I reckon because of that.
She's Frey.
She's afraid.
She just sits in the sidelines.
We also only know the greater houses. There are a lot of smaller houses.
Oh, the smaller houses don't count. Nobody cares. The Bannerman.
Thomas Sanders. I reckon he's a Tyrell without the thorns. He's just the rose.
Thomas Sanders? Thomas Sanders would die too. Thomas Sanders is like the head of a house who someone within the house gets angry that they're being so chill. And it's like, well, you've got to die because we've got to fight. So Thomas
is
like...
he the Samwell Tarly?
No, he's more like the guy, the one from the Martells who was in the wheelchair. Who was just like, it's all chill, don't worry about it. And then Elliot and then Hilarious Sand was like, fuck off! I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah. Who is running Dawn right now?
No one.
All the Martells are dead. All of Oberyn's bastards are dead. There is actually another Martell in the books, but he like appears and then dies very quickly.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Bertie reckons he's in the Brotherhood without banners.
I can maybe see that. Him and Dean in the Brotherhood.
That's who they... No, yeah, I'm going to remove Dean from House Tully and I'm going to make them the Brotherhood without banners. They are the Brotherhood. Yeah. Vsauce is that guy who looks after the Hound after he's died. You know, Ian McShane.
He dies real quick.
Yeah, he's got one whole episode.
One whole scene. Okay, what about Savannah then? Savannah could be Lyanna Mormont.
Savannah...
Or she's a Tyrell.
Do you think she's a Tyrell? I think she's certainly got an element of cunning about her.
She's quiet, and it's like, what's she gonna do? Whose team is she on?
So maybe she's a Lannister.
Ooh.
That was my first thought, was that she's a Lannister.
Really?
Don't be distracted by the hair.
Miles McKenna. You hosted his Q&A.
I did do a Q&A with Miles, yeah. Very brash, very...
He could be a Baratheon in that sense.
Yeah.
Or a Stark, but more of a Brandon Stark, like Ned's older brother.
I don't think he's a Stark.
No?
I think he's too out here. I think his is very much the Fury.
Someone said Rose and Rosie, and I just immediately thought that they're both Dornish.
Yeah, they're so Dornish.
They're just
they really are.
Screw the rest of you. We're just here.
We're
married and we're having a good time, and we've got these dogs, and just like, what's the Dornish phrase? It's
Here comes the sun. Who else would die? I think Zoella might die. Her death could be what kicks off the Game of Thrones.
Or Zoella is just chilling in the Red Keep. She's like, you guys deal with it. I have nothing to do with this. I just live here.
Who's Emma Blackery?
Okay, Emma could be a Mormont.
I see a lot of Stannis in Emma. Who do we want to make Littlefinger?
Who do we want to make Littlefinger? R.I.P.
Louise, I think Louise is a Tyrell.
Yes, I'm happy to have her in my family.
Yeah, I think Louise is quite head of the Tyrell. We've not made anyone a Targaryen.
The blood of the dragon.
But like, I swear someone has to be.
Who would be your Targaryen?
Someone has to be that element of like fire.
Fire and blood.
Maybe, no, I'm retracting Emma Blackery. She's not in the Baratheon. She's a Targaryen. She breathes fire.
Carrie.
She'd die. Her and Dodie together in one go.
Oh, is it Emma that killed them?
Yeah, took them out. Their threats. Off they go.
I love it. Tessa Violet. I think she's staying well clear.
Yeah, I don't think she's even in the world.
I think she's alive for sure, but she's chilling in the free city of Volantis.
Oh, she's having a drink.
Or Pentos.
Yeah, she's in
Bravos. That's where all the Americans are.
Yeah. Oh, I heard something was happening in Westeros.
I'm bored of this now.
Okay, well, I think that's probably it then.
Cool.
Yeah. We've got one more series.
One more.
That comes out at the end of next year.
Potential. Start filming in October.
Oh, God.
The Winds of Winter will hopefully come out next year. Fingers crossed.
We've been saying that for the past 4 years.
George R. R. Martin, please don't die.
Thanks very much for watching this video. Welcome back to Basic YouTube.
Thanks for joining me.
That's alright, thanks for having me.
Go watch the video we did on Dan's channel where we baked a cake, my favourite cake, which we're actually about to go eat, so I'm very excited. And please give this video a thumbs up if you like basic YouTube content, because
comment below.
You never know, you might see more of it. And
other shit you might want to watch.
Yeah.
What house are you in and why?
Oh yeah, good question. Let's make it about the people.
Yeah, fuck YouTubers.
Yeah. Alright, bye!